D. Boom, baby, boom! Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the mostest, Marquis Saint, and this is Saint's Addiction. Every morning I get up and I am blessed to live my life. I'm blessed to speak these words. I'm blessed to be a messenger, and I just love preaching, and teaching to people. We're going to preach, and teach to them about mental health, financial health, and physical health, and the latter two aren't as important as the beginning. The most important is getting your mind right. That's why I do it every morning on my heart from the start. I just wanted you to shine. Like the shirt says, it's rise and shine. You're going to have to get up into your life. You're going to have to put that energy into it, and that's when we start shining over here at Saints Brand. It's your boy Marquis Saint. Somebody cue the intro. Yes, blessed. Yes, blessed. Morning marijuana motivation time. I had to get the mota in first because I'm going to go motivated this morning. I got fired up this morning. I've had two people come at me early this morning, and I'm going to let you know that it is your responsibility to keep control over your emotions and your energy. It's going to be tough for people to hear that. I thought I turned this off. Did my air conditioning get turned on? Very interesting. I had it on, and then it's on. Why it got turned on? Because I knew it was off. Very weird. Interesting how that works out, right? So anyway, I'm doing the morning marijuana motivation, and motherfuckers ain't acting right. They aren't in control over their emotions, and you know what I'm talking about. When people go out of their way, even though that you know what you're doing and you got a pattern, they try to fuck it up. I got a lot of that going around me. So I was like, you know what? I'm sick of people fucking up their own shit. I want you to get control over you. Nobody else is responsible for your energy but you. And this is going to really be harsh in the morning. You're like, damn, see, it's 10 o'clock in the a.m., like on a Saturday. And it's like, yes, you need to realize that every morning it is your responsibility to get what's between your ears right. Nobody else is going to do it for you. When I would go into my what was it? It was a spiritual place. It doesn't exist anymore. But on the handle, when I would go grab it in the morning, and this is a spiritual center said, it's your responsibility to control your energy. Now, how many people do we know that aren't responsible for their energy, that just spew verbal vomit as soon as they have the most inconvenient truth happen to them, or a first world problem, or a simple emotional imbalance? They're trying to share it with everyone. And I talk about it every morning. I used to be the same way. I'm no better than anyone else, except for I put in the work to stop doing that. I put in the work to get some emotional fortitude. People are going to say weird shit to you. You better be ready. Life ain't fair. Life ain't nice. I keep telling people that all the time. Like, try being a prisoner. Not only did I go to South Korean prison at the Book and Door, if you really want to read about my story, I got an Instagram for that. But when I'm in prison, this isn't rehabilitation. This is debilitating. This is something that actually takes away from you getting this right. We give you less food and less social contact and put you in a box and tell you to get your mind right. That's exactly our perspective in our American justice system. And unfortunately, that's how our lives are. When I throw my bag on the ground in China, did you not know that people aren't bothered by me? They're not going to start being bothered by me. They're not going to jump into my drama and be like, yes, let me do something with this American that's just cursing and howling and throwing my feet on the ground. I was jumping up and down like Rumpelstiltskin was going to come out. No one else was affected but me. And that aha moment really changed my life. Like, oh shit, the only thing I have control over is me and my emotional stability. I am going to have to get some self-control. I'm going to have to save myself. Everyone's waiting for a perfect partner or a deity or somebody to come save me. Like, help, I need the help. You need to help yourself. And that's really hard for some people to realize what's going on. But yeah, you're asking the homeless to help themselves. I know a lot of assholes like, just get a job. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm telling you to just get your mind right. It's the hardest job to do. It's not easy to work on yourself. It's way easier to get up at like 7 a.m. and go to a job you don't love. But to handle generational curses, or to reestablish new habits, or to be accountable for my own emotional servitude. That's what's going to have to happen. Most people, they'll just go to Sunday and say, I did my act right. Some people, they'll just go like, they're not out there at Thanksgiving, out there on Facebook world complaining. And I was like, no one's going to jump in your drama and help you out. You are going to have to save yourself. In this pool of life, we are all swimming, and it's time to save yourself. When they tell you to get in that square circle in boxing, they say to protect yourself at all times. There's not going to be a referee that's going to stop a punch. There's not going to be a referee that's going to stop a ticket, a referee that's going to stop an argument. This doesn't happen. We live in a world where there is a cage that closes, and these two men battle it to the nth degree, and they used to battle it to even further disagreements. Like, you think people are going to save a Christian to a lion in the middle of the Roman Colosseum? No, we watch people suffer. We do it all the time. I talk about giving back to Thanksgiving, but no one gives a rat's ass. No one's going to give a rat's ass. You're going to have to give your rat your ass. You are going to literally have to say, here you go, bud. Here is me. I need some act right. I need to switch up whatever I'm doing because whatever I'm doing is not working. It's insanity to expect someone else to believe in what you're believing. It's insanity to expect them to feel what you're feeling. That's what I really meant. They can believe what you want to believe, but feeling it, you could snap your leg right next to me. I wouldn't feel a thing of it. And people were like, oh, give me empathy, give me sympathy. It was like, give yourself empathy. Give yourself sympathy. Be nice to yourself. Start talking to yourself nicer. You're waiting for other people to talk nice to yourself. How are you talking to you? Are you talking to yourself right? Are you putting your mind together in a proper formation so that way you can be a proper functioning human being? Or are you just suffering and then want other people to suffer with you? Like, oh, I'm fucking up my own life. Let me drink at this bar. Hear me howl. How many people do you know that make their bartenders their own psychologists? How many people do you know that need their own psychologists? This is called getting your mind right. No one else is going to do it for you. It makes no sense, but we do it all the time. We'll go, yo, give me a pill. Give me a pill, and that's going to make my life better. Give me an outside source. Please save my brain. Instead of you getting in your brain and doing the work and putting some infrastructure around your mind and your weaknesses and your fears, instead of putting it out into the universe and going, you guys fix it. The cops aren't going to fix it. I don't know if you've ever been in a police situation when you're having a bad day, but they're not going to fix it. Your mom and dad aren't going to fix it. The people at school aren't going to fix it. This is an inside sport, and that's why it's so called accountability, because you have to account for yourself. You have to account for your own emotions. You have to account for what your responsibility with your own words and thoughts. So it's like, oh my God, I need to start talking to myself better. Oh my God, it's not up to other people to treat me right. It's up to me to treat me right. The moment I try to make my significant other responsible for my happiness is a dead end situation. The moment that I look for someone in the justice system to be my emotional stability, that's a no-win situation. My win-win situation for this morning motivation, is for me to get some self-reliance. It's me to get some emotional self-reliance with myself and goes, yo, self, this is what you need to do to get yourself right in the morning. This is what you need to do to be the best you can be. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about getting rid of people that are drilling holes in your canoe, you paddling not just harder but smarter. And now that you're working on yourself and reinforcing all these things inside yourself, you go, I have no place for fear anymore. I have no place for hesitation anymore. I have no place for mistakes. I mean, I'm the mistake master. We're going to make some mistakes, but I'm not going to make mistakes with my mental health anymore. I'm not going to self-sabotage myself anymore. And I know anybody that's on their heart from the start every morning, they know what I'm talking about. So your boy Marky saying, I do this every morning. It's very important to get your mind right. It's very important for you to get responsibility over your energy. It's very important for you to get the morning marijuana motivation. So that's why I do this show. I know everyone knows what I'm talking about. We've all been there on a Saturday every day. This Saturday, I'm just rising and shining, and I have to rise above it. I have to get up, then shine. Most people just want to shine. They forgot to rise. They forgot to pick themselves up off the canvas after they got knocked out. They just stayed down and started to complain. And those are people that I push away from. I'd rather push the world down than to do the push-up, right? Like Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the world down. Well, push the world down, pick yourself up, rise above it all, and be the phoenix that you are. And that's your morning marijuana motivation. On my heart from the start, your boy Marky saying, Saints Addiction, get one of these. I'm going to do these do-rags for $10, and each part of the proceeds go to Saints Giving, because I give over take. I give my energy. I give my ideas. I give my shine. You just got it for 10 minutes of shine. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. So, everybody's got to, I give, you give. Give a subscribe, give a share. Tell your friends about it. They can give a subscribe too. Peace and love. See you on the other side.